Hey there, viewers, it's Charlie. I'm back again with another Transformers review. And today's review is going to be on Studio Series Battletrap. Now, this guy and Scourge were some of the few Rise of the Beast Studio Series figures that actually interested me. Because, well, this guy turns into a cool looking tow truck, and Scourge's vehicle mode just looks amazing. And for Scourge, we'll get to him next, but for this guy, let's start off with the box. And of course, got the standard Studio Series packaging for this guy. Well, we've got a picture of Battletrap with what he's going to look like in the film. Of course, as of the time of recording, the film's not out yet, but judging from the picture here, he looks to be quite intimidating because he's literally got a mace weapon on a flail. The window here is quite small just because of the artwork. Transformers Rise of the Beasts. He's Studio Series 99, so we've gone that far in Studio Series. Got the new Terrorcon insignia. His name is Battletrap. Of course, this guy's not a Duocon. This side, we've got a picture of his face, and if you look closely, this guy's literally got a Decepticon insignia on his face. I don't know why. Maybe he's like an ex-Decepticon. Maybe this is like concept art. I don't know. We'll just have to see when the film comes out. This side, we've got a picture of Battletrap. Plastic-free packaging, which they're going to be changing soon. Again, as at the time of recording. The back, we've got them in both modes. I take it to the museum, which, well, I can't wait to see what that's going to be like in the film, because we've got the backdrop here. It says what he's going to be doing in the film, which is a transwarp key, which I'm pretty sure is going to be the MacGuffin of the film. Guess we got a QR code for the General Motors website if you want to scan that. And for the actual backdrop, well, of course we got the fake one which he's tied to. But for the backdrop, well, we've got this museum. And it looks to be heavily damaged. I mean, we've literally got some fire here, so maybe this is going to be like a final confrontation scene between the Autobots, Maximals, and Terrorcons. I don't know. Whatever it is, I'm pretty sure it's going to be a really cool scene in the film. Because Scourge also comes with this backdrop. So we can just put Battletrap here. Of course, he's going to look better in robot mode in this backdrop, but of course, if you want to display it like that, then go ahead. Okay, now let's actually look at the vehicle mode. And of course, we all know this, if you remember all the hype leading up to before the delay, because this is all we knew about Battletrap for quite a while. Yeah, when the first pictures of the characters were shown, they were just shown in their vehicle modes, and well, when the pictures of the Terrorcons were first shown, of course we had the truck, which is now Scourge, the car, which is now Nightbird, and the tow truck, which is of course now Battletrap. So yeah. And we're looking at all the detailing. On the side here, it says Bernie's towing an auto body. I nearly read that as Autobot. But yeah, that says towing an auto body. Yeah, I sort of struggle to get this down, because the transformation can be kind of finicky, especially with the arms. You have to have them orientated in such a way. So yeah, it just doesn't really tab in that well if you don't have the arms in such a way. So yeah, just be wary that the transformation can be kind of a fiddly mess. But anyway, the front, mine the pin's not really in correctly. Maybe I think I remember the first time I transformed it, I accidentally pulled this entire section out, so maybe that's my fault, I don't know. But yeah, the pin's not really in fully, unfortunately. If I had like something to squeeze this in, I would definitely sort that, but unfortunately I don't. So I'm just gonna have to live with it. But hey, we can call it like a bit of battle damage. The front got GMC, so this is like a GMC vehicle. I'm not sure which one though, because I'm not a car nut. The back, we've got the towing apparatus and some visible hands. Of course, why not? Got the light bar. Got a little horn right there if you want. Side view mirrors. Got some painted tail lights. Underneath, you can pretty much just see the detailing. This is meant to be the vehicle mode grille. Well, it's the robot mode grille, but yeah, it's a faux part. So we got all that. So yeah, overall, I quite like this vehicle mode. I mean, I kind of prefer, in fact, I definitely prefer Scourges, but this is still a really nice looking vehicle mode. I mean, this is always sort of Battletrap for quite a while, because remember, the film was delayed, so yeah. Now, for accessories, well, all we get is this mace wrecking ball thing, which seems to have a chain molded on. And in fact, this works just like Legacy Bulkhead, where you just open it up and it slots in the hand. It's a different wrecking ball, but it works just like Legacy Bulkhead. So yeah, and how this attaches on, well, it just goes onto here. Yeah, this could be a bit fiddly. So yeah, it just attaches on like so. And that's the weapon storage for this guy. So yeah. So that's pretty much all I have to say about the vehicle modes. So, and yeah, my biggest complaint is, yeah, it doesn't really tab in that well because, as I said, the transformation is extremely fiddly, especially if you don't have the arms orientated correctly. It's like they have to go in a specific way, like you have to go into the little shoulder spikes, which you'll see. It's a mess. Which, well, let's just get into that. So, to start off, let's just remove the mace. Let's tilt the camera up so we got more room to work with, and let's just start the transformation off. So, to start the transformation, what we're going to do is untab the front of the vehicle. This is definitely, yeah, this is, since we're on camera, it's probably not going to do it. Oh, there we go. We want to untap the front of the vehicle, just trying not to break it. There we go. So, untap the front section of the tow truck, and just move it forward, push in this grill section. Just leave it like that. Take this entire section of the tow truck, just move all this to the back. And if the arm's untabbed, then yeah, it doesn't really matter if you're going into the robot mode. But we're just going to fold in these little panels. Move up the feet. Flip around these panels. So now we have this going on. Flip these panels around and they just tab in. So you want to try and get this. This just flips around like so, and this just goes into here. Like so. Flip around the waist. And then the legs can split. Move the arms down. Take this entire section. Flip this around 180 degrees, and that can form a backpack later. Open this entire section up. Let's just move this back quickly. Move these sections of the truck down. Close all this up. Tap the head in. If I've got this in correctly. Then just tap the little backpack section in. These sections on the arms, you can just try and orientate them. So just spin this around, move this down, and then just rotate that. That's what I do to get out the way. So spin this, move it like so, and just rotate that around. And then with the light bar, just going to open these, move them up, get them in, and then just push them down, like so. And well, here we have Battletrap and Robot Mode. And, well, the transformation can be quite fiddly, but it's definitely way more fiddly going into vehicle mode because you have to have the arms orientated in such a way. And I don't think I have this tabbed in fully. There we go. So, yeah. And well, the resulting robot mode, I mean, I actually kind of like it. I mean, it just looks quite brutish, especially with like the spikes here, the spikes in the arms. In fact, I forgot a step. You meant to flip up these shoulder pads, and then flip up these spikes here. There we go. So yeah. And well, having a 360 of this guy, of course, we just have all this hanging off the back, but well. We're looking at the face. Well, first thing I noticed is the spikes kind of look like a Gundam head. Like, you can see that. It just reminds me of a Gundam. But if you can see, like, the eyes, which, well, my phone must have focused on his chest instead, which, I mean, if you can see the eyes, someone pointed out that it just looks like he's blushing, and I can never unsee that. So, yeah. Now, let's just give him his accessory now. And of course, if you've seen how Legacy Bulkhead's mace works, this works in the exact same way. So you open this up, it goes over his hand, and it closes up. I'm not sure if Bulkhead's mace is compatible with this and vice versa, but still cool how to kind of reuse that. And I'd be open for this style of engineering to be used on more weapons, like more maces or just more circular weapons in general. Like, I don't know. Because it's simple, it's efficient, and I just think it's cool. Now, I have it on the left hand because, well, the artwork has it on the left hand, if I remember correctly. Like, if you see on the box art, Battletrap's firing the mace from his left arm, so that's how I display it. So, yeah. Not really much to say here, so let's move on to the articulation. So, the head, well, he can look up that far, down really far if you use that joint. His head can go side to side. The arms can move, like so. He's got elbows, they can go out if you... And yeah, the shoulder pad moves with it, which can be annoying, so just keep that in mind. Of course, he's got elbows, which move up to there. Got bicep rotation. Got waist rotation. Let's go forward that far. Back that far because it collides with this. It's got knees up to there. This swivels. Does sort of have an ankle pivot, although the heel doesn't move with it. The foot does move, so if you want to get him into some walking poses, then go ahead. And he can do the splits. So yeah. And if you untap this, then he can get a reverse butterfly. And this does bring up a point. People have said that the arms on this figure don't tab in. And I have seen reviews where they don't, but on my copy... And, well, he's proving me... This guy's actually proving me wrong right now, but... Well, on this arm... It actually does tab in. However, for this arm, it seems to be hit or miss. Like, right now... It seems to not be going in, but... Other times it does actually go in. So, yeah. Like, this arm does... Oh, my throat just stopped working, but... This arm does go in quite well, but for this arm... Seems to be sort of random, whether it goes in or not. So, yeah. For this arm, I do remember, like, when I first transformed, a bit of plastic broke off, like, a very tiny amount. Maybe that's why. I don't know. But this arm does tab in extremely well, so I'm not sure. But I do get what people are coming at, so... Yeah, so, maybe it's just this arm, I'm not sure. But anyway, let's just move on to posing this guy with the backdrop. And well, this guy looks quite good with the backdrop. So, yeah. And well, I think I'll just end it here. So, complaints, Well, of course, the shoulders can be an issue. Not sure, not so much this one, but yeah, definitely this one. Because I have had other complaint. Well, I've heard other reviewers complain about this, but for my complaints, the transformation to tow truck mode is definitely annoying, especially with the arms. To robot mode, it's not as bad, but definitely to tow truck mode. I have had more annoying transformations, crosshairs, but yeah, this is definitely up there with annoying Studio Series transformations. I also think that, well, the way that this tabs in to the tow truck mode is also sort of fiddly, but yeah, that's more minor. Trying to think what else. Oh yeah, on my copy the pin is not fully in on this part, if you remember. So yeah, that sucks. So do I recommend this guy? Well, if you're excited for Rise of the Beasts, then yeah, sure, why not? But just keep in mind this guy does have some flaws. So yeah, just keep that in mind. So yeah. If you're not sold on the figure, then yeah, maybe not. But if you're excited for Rise of the Beast and you like how this guy looks, then sure, but just keep in mind that this guy does have some flaws. So yeah. Now this has been my review on Studio Series Battletrap, and this is Charlie Young signing off.